Hey, what's up players? Slipso from Summoner's War here, and today is a free rune removal day. A lot of people say that we should have free rune removal day every day, and in my opinion, it takes away from the excitement of it. If you have something every day, then you're just going to be like, oh, I can remove these runes at any time. So I think rune removal day is a good thing because it really makes you think about how you want to structure your team. So today we're going to go through what kinds of things you should be looking for when putting runes on whom. And really it comes down to the primary stat and substat. So we're gonna shift runes around today and I'll show you why. So here's my Megan, right? Her runes have a swift rune. It's got a crit rate sub. Accuracy and HP subs are really good for Megan, so I want to keep this one. This is a 5-star speed rune, and looking at the subs, crit damage, accuracy is pretty good, attack not necessary, and defense, you know, it's okay, but Megan needs a lot of speed. Megan needs to be really speedy to pull off that buff in Arena, and if you have her for your Dragons B10 team, which I do, you also want her to be speedy so that she can deal a bunch of continuous damage real quick, and also have your team powered up for longer with her third skill. So we don't know about this rune yet. This is a really good rune. Speed sub, amazing. HP sub, definitely keeping this one. This one, see, I'm not too sure about again. There's a speed extra stat, which is okay. I'd rather have it as a primary substat though, so that I could power it up later. But crit rate and crit damage, she doesn't really need it. Only 4% accuracy and 6% resistance. We don't know about this rune yet either. So these two runes, I'm actually going to see what I can do with them in a bit. But this is the kind of thing that you're looking for. 19% HP sub, that's good. That's a solid rune. Again, here, crit rate, maybe not the best idea. So now let's look at Hua. And I'm actually switching a lot of Megan's and Hua's runes. So let's look at Hua's runes. Really, really good speed rune. Really good speed rune. The primary stat, 6-star, really good. The substats aren't that great, but really good rune regardless. See this right here? Attack percent. I mean, it's got an accuracy and HP sub, but I want to eventually rune my Hua so that she can survive longer and pull off more attack bar reductions, things like that. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to switch attack percent. This is good, so I'm definitely keeping this. I'm going to switch Hua's speed rune with Megan's focus rune. And I'm going to need to complete the focus set. So we'll replace this rune with another focus rune. And then we're going to need to replace a focus rune for Hua. You'll see how it works out. So let's remove this first, this speed rune. It's a focus rune, and remove Hua's swift rune. So now we're going to have an extra swift rune on Megan, which we're going to need to switch out, and an extra focus rune on Hua, which we're going to switch out. So we need to complete this focus set. So let's find a decent focus rune that we can use. Let's see here. See, this is a good HP, speed, and defense percent sub. So this just shot to the top of my list as an HP percent rune that I'd want to use. So first let's remove this swift rune and finish the focus rune set on Megan so that she can be super speedy. Like, look at her speed now, almost 200. I've never had a monster that's broken 200 speed yet, but I'm sure that once I power this rune up, it will get pretty darn close. And we still have to unlock an extra stat from another stat from this rune, so maybe that'll be speed, hopefully. So that's how we're gonna do Megan's runes. Now with Hua's runes, I would either want another swift speed rune, and this is a 4-star. I'm just gonna sell my 4-star runes now, because yeah, it's just not worth it anymore. You want runes that you're gonna keep for a long time, especially when you're past level 30. You want to choose runes that you can use for endgame, pretty much. So this rune is already powered up. It's got crit damage. This is Megan's old rune, so I'm going to engrave this, but then I'm going to need to switch out this attack rune with a swift HP rune. Luckily, Megan had a good swift HP rune, that we can give to Hua. Crit rate. Her crit rate and crit damage are going to be pretty nuts. So this is how they are right now, 29 and 68%. Her crit damage is not bad. But we're going to switch this rune out with a Swift rune. Megan's old Swift rune. And so now Hua has this complete Swift set. And she's got an HP rune instead of an attack rune. So now her crit rate is 41%, which is pretty darn good. Her accuracy went down, but I have a resist rune on Hua. So that keeps her going for a while. And this HP rune is going to make a difference too. So that's how I'm going to switch out Megan and Hua's runes. I recently got Tesarion, and I found some really good focus runes for him and vampire runes for him. And I actually don't need this great rune, by the way. A great rune. I was so lucky to have found this. But I actually don't need that 6-star energy speed rune. I don't need this rune either because I'm about to give him vampire and focus. And vampire and focus, I already have a really good rune, attack rune. I'm gonna rune him. Let's see here, speed, attack, attack. I have some decent attack runes for vampire. The reason I don't need a focus rune or the speed rune is because I have a really good vampire speed rune. I'm really lucky to have found that too. Let's find it here. So 2 more vampire runes. Oh, here we go. 1, 2. The subs aren't that great, to be honest. I really liked the subs on the energy rune, but this vampire rune is really gonna take him to the next level. That 6-star speed rune, primary stats are so important, and this focus rune is already pretty much built. So this vampire rune, I actually have another vampire rune. So if I wanted to go for accuracy, this rune would probably be my choice, but the other one has a high base defense and HP percent stat, so I'm gonna stick to the other one. I'm not gonna put this new attack rune on him. But that's how I have my Tesarion rune. We'll see how he works out. I've heard good things about this kind of build. But so this is kind of what Rune Removal Day is for, is optimizing your monsters. I always choose my 6-star monsters to give the best runes to on Rune Removal Day, because great runes will unlock the potential of 6-star monsters way more than 5-star monsters. So that's it for how to take advantage of Rune Removal Day. Remember, you want to give your best runes to your 6-star monsters, and at least give your 5-star monsters a decent working rune set. And if you have a really good rune farming team, I built my Dragons Beat 10 team. I've made 2 more 6-stars since then, mostly for Arena, but I already have a Dragons Beat 10 auto team that helps me find great runes for Rune Removal Day. But anyways, that's it for this video. Peace.